Okay, so here we are on our lunch break at WordCamp Montreal. I have with me Joelle Perras, our awesome keynote speaker from Make Web Not War. Joelle, you want to just give a quick intro and then we can talk a little bit about Christian's presentation, which I know that you attended earlier on today.
Yeah, my name is Joel. I'm a general nerd. I do programming, coding, a lot of stuff with open source. And it's a pleasure for me to be here today at WordCamp and to be around all the people that I know and do what I love, and to have Microsoft here at the event as well.
Great. Well, we're really happy to be here, sponsoring and supporting and out meeting the community. So earlier, Christian presented on Web Matrix. Were you familiar with Web Matrix or WebPI or any of the web platform tools that Microsoft has for open source applications?
So I've seen the web platform install, WebPI, and there had been some talk about something like Web Matrix the last time I had attended a presentation on those technologies. I hadn't seen it in action. Today was actually the first time I had seen it. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with what you're able to do. Especially with Web Matrix, what I find interesting about it is that it takes all of the problems that a lot of people generally have when starting out developing, things like setting up an environment, getting all of your tools ready, figuring out how to be able to get your code up and running on your local machine, and navigating dependency graphs for how to install software, which we've been doing for decades now. Nobody's really managed to do it very, very well, and that works all the time. But Web Matrix seems to have hit a very good niche, I think, of getting people who are just getting started, or getting people who want to have as low barrier an entry into developing and using these different platforms that it supports.
Great. So do you think Microsoft has made some progress in terms of interoperability with open source products and just becoming more open and engaged with the open source communities?
I think so. I think in a very large extent, yeah. One of the big problems in new software, open source, is a lot of times it's written to scratch your own itch. You have a need for something and there's nothing out there that's able to do it, so you end up writing something that does what you need. And sometimes other people find that useful, and then they start using it, and that's usually how it spreads. The problem is that what your system is, or what your environment is, might be something very different from someone else who wants to use it. And so the interoperability of a software project is, at these stages, no longer really an option, it's a requirement. You need to be interoperable, otherwise your project is going to suffer. You're not going to have as many users as possible. People are going to be less interested because they can't run it on the stack that they're used to. And with Web Matrix, they take something that is generally regarded as a very closed source, very confined platform like Microsoft, and kind of opens it up to a lot of different possibilities. Installing stuff like WordPress, WordCamp right here, or Drupal, or anything just becomes a matter of a couple minutes, and that's really quite something.
Great, that's great to hear. Well, I look forward to getting your feedback when you download WebPI and download apps from the web gallery and check out Web Matrix.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Joel, for your time. It's always great to see you, and hopefully we'll be seeing you at Make Web Not War in Vancouver in May.
I hope I'll be there too.
Great. Oh, maybe I should probably ask you about posting this. Do you mind if I post this to the internet?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Thank you.